Hello, everybody. I'm Slice, and welcome to episode 47 of All the Mods 8. Today, we're crafting some evil. Alright, so today, we get to kill a lot of things to be able to get blood. And the reason why we want blood is because we need it for Evilcraft. Okay, let's see. In order to make this little thing, the vein sword, we need some blood gems. Dark power gems, rather, not blood gems. And you get those simply by throwing these. Aw. Did I mess that up? I messed it up. Alright, well, you're going to have to go get more blood. I let it sit a little bit too long. So the idea is to not let the blood sit very long, because that'll happen. Let's try this again. And that's just one. So I'm going to need a lot of blood in order to get what I want. Now, the reason why I want this is because it's used in Evilcraft. But my main goal today isn't actually that. It's this blood infusion core. Right? So you actually saw it already how I got the hardened blood shards. These things. You let blood sit for too long and it solidifies. And the goal ultimately is to craft one of these, which takes a decent amount of Evilcraft, right? So we have a block of diamond and a promise of tenacity 2 with 160,000 millibuckets of poison. Which, I mean, doesn't seem like it could be too bad to get. Oh, I might be able to do bloody bees. Bloody bee. Let's add that over there. How do I get you? See, this needs hardened blood for the flower. To acquire this bee, look up the crafting recipe for its spawn egg. Okay. Bloody. So this thing. See, oh, nomad bee spawn, really? Whew. Maybe not. Because nomads, I haven't come across any. So there's that. Alright, so killing regular pigs is not that great. I think I might just use that farm over there to do it. But if I kill one more, it should give me the one that I want. Aha. Okay. Let's craft this. Do that. And then let's go with, I think it can be cobblestone. Yeah. Blood infusion. Blood infuser. So with this, I will move this, but I can at least place it for now. I can just put all of my blood in here, so that way I can go get more. But in order to get all the way up here, we're going to have to do a little bit of crafting. So let's maybe go back down to the beginning. A block of iron and poison. Where do we get poison from? Looks like I can get it from a squeezer. Doing undead logs. Okay, so how do I get undead? Undead sapling grows an undead tree, and I get that by putting a dead bush in a blood infuser with 800 millibuckets of poison. Okay. That does not help me. How do I get the poison? Can't exactly get the undead leaves or the undead log. Alright, I will admit, I did not read what this was. I assumed that this was blood, because it's a blood extractor. Right? Apparently, it's actually poison. So we already had what we needed. So the idea now is to use said poison to be able to get what we want. So if we go back to Evilcraft and sapling. Okay, the idea here is that we need to do a blood infuser with 800 millibuckets with a dead bush. Now, I don't know if I can craft a dead bush. I can. That is grand. So we can do that. I went ahead and crafted up Dark Tank. Dark Tank is Evilcraft's liquid holding tank. And all you do is you craft a Dark Tank or two, or however many you want. Each tank that you craft will be 16,000 millibuckets. Then you can use these in a crafting, like in a 2x2 or 3x3, just to combine them to get a higher millibucket count. So I just crafted, I think, like 32, and I think one of them like fell out of my inventory somehow, so I crafted another one. So I think this is actually 33 tanks worth. But we now have an undead sapling. Now, what we could do with this is grow it just like this, which I will do for now. I don't know if I can bone meal it, but we'll find out. Are you kidding me right now? What is going on with my game? That didn't seem to do anything. It does work. All right, cool. I'm telling you, my game is certainly acting up a little bit weird. That's for sure. Okay, now with that, I should be able to make this vein sword. Oops, that's not the one I wanted. And apparently that's also not the one I wanted. Is it that? Undead plank. Yeah, there we go. Now this isn't really that necessary. It's just Evilcraft's version of a sword. Let's see. Does it get me anything more for poison? Okay, so first I'll kill with my normal sword that I've been killing with. And that got me 76. That got me 126. So off of one test, it gave me a little bit more. I don't know if there's like a range with it. but I can use that to get blood. Now, the reason why I crafted this in the first place, the tank, is because I was going to go down to my mob farm and do up just some grinding of some poison. So I might need to increase... Oh wow, the durability is really bad? Like, really bad? You see how quick that durability is going down? See, maybe that sword's not the best option then. But this is clearly not going to work out too well because of the items teleport to me feature. So I'm going to have to farm up some blood to really get going. I'm going to do that and I'll bring you back. I decided to put together this hopper botany pot. And as you can see, it's going extraordinarily slow. I also put together this squeezer out here and attached it to my tank. And I've been using it with dead bushes to farm some trees. I don't know why it does that. Right, and then I'm bringing the results over here and doing that so that way I can get more poison. I'm gonna need a lot of it, so this is kind of like a back and forth kind of thing. But I was checking things out while waiting for stuff to grow, and I saw this and this. Obtained by feeding a darkened apple to a mob and quickly throwing a book at the resulting anomaly. Now, I thought this book was supposed to have all the books in it, but I didn't see it. I don't know if I'm allowed to have it in here or not, but that doesn't look like it's in there. So my goal right now, while I wait on some of that stuff to just grow, is to make one of those and feed it to one of my sheep. I'm going to need a book, because I think this is the book to Evilcraft, and it's going to help, hopefully. Wait, how did you... Oh, you're still on. I'll feed you there. That looks pretty neat. Wonder how long that stays. Oh, it's solid. Oh, it's gone. Alright, cool. So let's take a look at what this is. It is that book. So, can I put it in here? I'm going to try it. See if it's in there. It is now in there. Perfect. Alright. Now, part of the reason why I wanted this is because of these, which is used in conjunction with this Garmonbosia to make the rejuvenated flesh, which is used in the Philosopher's Fuel, which is used in the Star. And there's no crafting recipe for either of these. Now, this guy drops their werewolf flesh, but I don't know how to spawn a werewolf, so I was hoping that it's in here. Right? So, like every other book, this is basically how you get started with Evilcraft. I wasn't really sure how to get that at first, but now we have it. Alright, so I'm going to read up on this, and I will cut back. I just wanted to show how you actually get this. So there seems to be a way to get the werewolf. In that book, there seems to be an indication. Oh, I put it away. There seems to be an indication that the werewolf spawns from a dude that looks like this. Now, I'm assuming, based on the way werewolves tend to work in lore, that it needs to be nighttime and on a full moon. So what I have is my sleeping bag and this hammock here. And I'm just going to sleep through the day, sleep through the night until it becomes a full moon. Because literally just the other night, it was a new moon. So I'm like half an entire cycle away. I was trying to get the humanoid flesh, so I killed myself a few times. That doesn't seem to work. Not sure why. Maybe it's because my body gets put into, all my loot rather gets put into a tombstone right away, and my body doesn't actually drop anything. Not entirely sure there. I don't know what phase I'm on, so I'm trying to get an idea. There's not a full moon, so I guess I'm going to have a few more cycles to go yet. Alright, so as you can see, that looks to be a full moon. So I have my villager spawning here. I don't know if this will work, but if I maybe turn this on, okay, and I'm with my texture pack. I'm not really sure what this villager is going to look like, to be honest with you. So let's. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. So sorry. I'm going to do this for a bit and see if a different villager spawns. So I spent a little bit of time killing villagers, and the right ones were not spawning. So I actually went to the ATM Discord, and some folks let me know that I could use lightning strikes, and Ars Duveau has a lightning glyph. It is tier 3, so there's that. You have to, make sure you have the correct book for it. But yeah, you spawn some villagers, and then hit them with a not strong lightning spell, because you don't want to kill them. And they turn into werewolvians. So now I'm waiting for it to be night. Now this is, after the full moon. So I don't know if they'll actually change into werewolves tonight. I might have to do an entire full cycle just to be able to get them to change. Okay, so they didn't turn into werewolves. They actually got turned into zombies by some drowned. So I figured I'd spawn some more and then turn them into werewolvians again. And then the lightning strike did this to them. Here, let me see if I can do it again. Here, let me just to get more spawn. Did I turn you off? I did. You see? What is that? I have no clue what that's from. What? That's so awkward. I'm not sure what that is, but it looks like I'm gonna have to sleep until another full moon. So instead, at least for the time being, what I've been working on is doing the crafting for what are these called? The Promise of Tenacity. So die. Stay dead. And this is actually going to require me to get a decent amount of blood. I mentioned that before. I need like 160,000 poison to get the final one, I believe it is. But right now, we have, I think, what it takes to craft at least the first one. Or the second one, rather. Right, so if we do this... oh. Yeah, so I should be able to do that. But it's 40,000 poison just for that. So I got a little bit of work to do on the poison front. That's going to take a minute, I think. I don't know if there's an easier way to do this, but this is basically all I've been doing back and forth. And it doesn't really produce a whole lot, unfortunately. And this is, for some reason, horribly slow. I mean, look at how slow this is. Right? And it's only producing one at a time. So it's really not a great source of this undead wood. But I can at least keep doing dead bushes and getting a lot more saplings. There's got to be a better way to handle it. There's really gotta, because this is pretty slow. Well, it is full moon. The moon does not need to be overhead. It does absolutely need to be a full moon for them to turn into a werewolf. They did not. I waited until, you know, even the middle of the night with the moon overhead, and it didn't work. So there's some werewolf flesh, which is exactly what I needed. So now what we need to do is just get a lot of blood. And it seems like this might actually be not too shabby. If I can keep doing this. Right? Well, what just hit me? So I think I'm going to keep doing this for a while. Collect a bunch of poison. And after that, we'll be able to craft what we want. I have successfully maxed out my tank as well as my extractor. Oh, by the way, you can actually do the same thing to the blood extractor that you can the dark tank by making more and combining them. So I upped mine to 50,000 just because I ran out of the pieces to make it, and I was like, yeah, that's good enough. All right, so where's my wrench? Do that. Okay. Now that's maxed out. And I should be able to do this. Boop. Wow, that's going to take a while. Okay, while that's doing that, that will create this gold promise acceptor, which creates a promise of tenacity 2. But I need a bowl of promises tier 1, 2, or 3. So let's craft ourselves a 1. Which means I'm actually going to need 2 more of these. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. So 1. And then we can do this. So I have 2 of those now. Okay, so once that gets done, I should be able to craft myself a tier 1 bowl, which may mean I need another promise of tenacity. I don't know if it consumes the stuff over here. You know what? Let's do this. There we go. It does not consume it. Good stuff. So let's craft ourselves one of those. Cool. And we should be able to make ourselves this one, which means we can now put that in here, craft that for the next bit. And what is going on here? Oh, am I waiting on server? Yep, that I was. This, you know what, here, let's, no? There we go. Because you can actually right-click fluid in and out of these, so that'll work. Really don't like those things. They find a way to spawn even though I have a bunch of torches around, the mega torches. Whoops. Okay. So now this, actually, hold on. Let's go with that. I need to craft that. That's amusing. Okay, so now I have Promise of Tenacity 3. And I believe that means I need this now. Okay. And we can go with that and that. Oh, I see what that does. That increases. This is like an augment for the blood infuser. Well, that's pretty neat. Hopefully I didn't just lose all that blood. That should be enough. There's that. And I believe this is going to mean that we have rejuvenated flesh. And I think that is one more piece towards the philosopher's fuel. Let's go put that away. Make sure this thing's off so I'm not collecting a bunch of soul sand. All right. So that was a long process just to be able to get that. Just because I hadn't started Evilcraft, I imagine that's really not that difficult to get to early on. It's not like it's too expensive. I am still waiting on the lithium from the chem lib stuff. So I haven't gone and made this yet. This has been making quite a bit. This is easy. I have this auto craftable. This firite here is rather simple. Do I feel like I have that. I do. let's not duplicate that problem. Do I have the insanium? Okay, which one is it? I think it's that one. It's a coal block. Okay. It's a coal block. So let's go ahead. We'll just craft one of those because why not? Okay, while that's crafting. Oh, it just finished. I think I can make this relatively easy. I'm gonna need to get these built up. So that'll be not today kind of thing. This should be relatively easy. I have the dragon's breath. I just have to put it through the dissolver. And I can get those. And then the Twilight Portal. I think I'm going to have to go back into the Twilight Forest to be able to collect this stuff because I don't have enough to make a block of all of those. So that'll probably be something that I do in between episodes just to be able to knock it out real quick. I'll save all the crafting for it until I can show it though. And then the nuclear reactor. Do I have anything set up for that? I technically do. Can I actually make it though? I'm missing lead plate. I'm missing 16 lead plates. Okay, I should be able to just craft that then? $16. Alright, let's see if I can get this reactor crafted. How long is that thinking it'll take? I don't know. That's crafting, so that's exciting. So this is going to be crafted next episode, most likely. Can I start the quad uranium? I sure can. On that note, we're going to leave it here. If you enjoyed the video, please consider dropping a like on it and sharing with your friends. It really, really, really does help out. Don't forget to click that subscribe button for future videos, and to stay up to date, check the links below so that way you can follow on your preferred platform. There's a Discord that you can join if you'd like to chit chat. I'm there. Let me know. Drop a comment, and thanks for chilling.